money make a bitch do becoming a regular theme at this point, because women who are just coming into money become the men that they claim they do not want. It contradicts your entire point about what you bring to the table when you put money over character. And as far as other women are concerned, it's quite sad that the only time you deem a woman worthy enough to get a man when she has the bag is if she has money, because that's the only thing he came for. And it shows y'all don't listen to men, because men have constantly told you, due to traditional socialization and the patriarchy, they do not care about women's money. They can't afford to care about a woman's money, considering the fact that they have to take care of you regardless of how much money you make. The fake elitism is very telling, because I can tell you right now, a lot of y'all don't have money. You're not even money adjacent. You're perpetuating the stereotype of what you deem money to be, because most times women who actually have the bag have time to focus on other characteristics, because they know money don't mean as much as you guys try to make it out to be. So the next time you insinuate that a man only chased after you because he wanted you to stay down till he came up, or he wanted you to put up with struggle of, or when you speaking about another woman, the only reason why a man even came after her is because she had the bag, remember what you insinuating. You couldn't attract him off of your looks, your personality, your nurturing characteristics, or simply the fact that you're just a good person. You had to have money to have motion just to get a man. The same way money don't unlame a lame, it don't unfly a bird either.
Hey, yo, Paris is red pill.
Damn. So, Sweeney, it's only right, man. What's your thoughts on the video? Do women with money become the men they don't want? That was the title. But just speak to your take on what she's, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean?
She said, money don't unfly a bird. God damn. But do women become the men? Do women with money become the man they don't want? Come back to me on that one. Let me ponder on that for a bit.
No, sir.
Well, I guess I have to let it go to somebody else then.
No, but well, the thing why I don't want to pass it, because we need the organic thought. You feel me? And then we can come back after you ponder it. But like, what's your first, your reaction to it?
Well, my first reaction is that she ain't told no lie, but you know what I mean. You got to have it's hard to come up with something when somebody pretty much said it all. So.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So you agree, so it's hard to okay. Not necessarily anything to unpack per se, right?
Right.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Marcus, what say you?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with it, but I also think that the amount of women that are on social media flexing, like, because she made a lot of different points. One of them was that money does not change the attraction level that men have for you. But the other one was that a lot of people are pretending to have money, and it's not even a real financially stable person. It's just somebody perpetuating that. And I think that probably, because she was saying that the people who are actually financially stable have the time, and because money is freedom for the most part, right? They have the time to develop other characteristics. And through those characteristics, you develop the things that men actually care about, like being nurturing, being kind, being caring, your beauty, different things that you can, when you're not focused on just making money. And then she threw in the point about the socialization of the patriarchy, put us in a position where even if you made $1 million, judging by what people say online, which I think is cap, you still going to expect the man to pay for everything with his salary. So that money would not mean anything by the way we're set up due to the socialization of the patriarchy. She made a whole lot of points in that video. Paris be cooking. She be cooking.
Marcus, one question. So you saying like money is freedom, right? And then they can develop in other ways, right? To be like man, or that would be inviting to a man. But wouldn't it matter how she amassed that money, that was those riches, right? Because let's say in a hypothetical, she's in a corporate world, right? What type of characteristic does she need to take on to be successful? You see what I'm saying? And then how is she going to walk that back, so to speak?
Well, so I think that the type of personalities out here, right? It's a specific social media type of personality that's like a type A non-caring personality. But there's also a type A that wants to make sure they achieve high in every aspect of their life. So just as they could turn it on for corporate, they also can come home and turn that completely off, understanding what men actually want and need. They're different types of women. I think the loud, vocal, minority is the women that we see online in all these clips. But it's other women out here who are doctors and come home and I think we say want to come home and cook their man a meal or fall. Like I said it all the time. I don't care how much money my wife made or any woman I ever dated. I'm still gonna be a man in the house. That it's not gonna change. Like
Okay,
she can make $1 billion. That shit ain't gonna change nothing.
or so the pants in your house ain't for sale, huh?
No.
Okay.
But maybe that's because I'm not dating nobody that what they say.
Hmm.
What I said earlier, I'm not dating nobody I got to buy submission from. So maybe that might be the formula to not end up in that bag, in that trick bag.
Okay. Now, Andre, I've seen a bit of I don't want to overdo it or embellish, disgust on your face while Marcus was talking. I'm not trying to hype it or nothing. But what did you what did you disagree with?
So I think that considering the person that this like video, like, you know, the content was from, I think that she's extremely biased and negative when it comes to women. I think a lot of what her video was just negativity. I didn't hear anything really positive or uplifting when it came to like women in general. I feel like there's a way to be able to have a message without being condescending or trying to make others feel like bad about themselves. I don't know. I just thought that it was extremely negative, and I didn't think it made any sense. I don't even think the topic of the video made any sense about women with money become the men they don't want. Well, in actuality, women can't become men no matter what. So I don't think any woman is walking around thinking that she's become a man with money. I just think the whole thing was really stupid. And I actually just decided a long time ago in the first 15 seconds of watching it that I was just not going to really like put too much. I don't know.
So, Andre, let me get this straight. You don't like the message, the messenger, and how the message was delivered. Is that what I'm getting?
I just think the whole thing just came from a biased place. And considering like the person, I just don't really think I couldn't extract anything from it. Sorry.
But what would be the benefit of her being biased as a woman, or what would she be biased to?
I feel like she just aligns herself very closely with like men who are incels. So I just tend to think that what her thought process is and perception is coming from like a very negative place of like bashing women. So I just tend to kind of like stay away from negativity, and I just don't really. I gotta be honest. I think that the whole thing was negative.
Damn. Okay. Diamond.
Yeah.
I want to. But Diamond, what was your take? What do you think?
She did make a lot of different points. To the first one, you become the man that, because I made a lot of money at one point, then I got sick and I lost all my money. But to the first point of you become the man that you don't want, I don't really understand like what is the man that you don't want. I don't get that. But you do become like more dominant in the household, like, or at least in my circumstance, like I'm making all the money, I'm making all the decisions. It's my household. I'm doing everything. So I don't know if that's the man that they don't want or not. But I do know that at least with almost all of the men I've ever been with, they really don't care about how much money you make. Or, I mean, the ones that did, they were kind of like my sugar babies. So I would spoil them and buy them things and do things for them and stuff. But other than that, and then they would be the more feminine person of the house. They would take care of my house and take care of my home for me. But I don't really get what it means. Like, I'm a little dumb, so I don't really get what it means when she says the man that you don't want. I don't get it. Like, what does that mean?
Anybody want to clarify that?
Yeah, I think you did a perfect job of describing it when you said you became more dominant within the household and you put the men, which it should never happen, but you put the men in a feminine role. Most men particularly don't want to be emasculated. I remember you saying before that you prefer men that are effeminate. So
Yeah.
that may be specific for your situation. But most men, like for me, that's like anti-venom. That would destroy me being in that. I'd have to walk. I'd rather be homeless and sleep on the bench before I put myself in that situation.
Okay. So then, yeah, she would be right. At least in my, if most men don't like being in the feminine position, being taken care of and stuff, and me being more dominant, then and if most women didn't like that type of man, then yeah, that I became that, I think. Or did I flip it? I think I'm confused.
Oh, you became it.
Yeah.
Okay. There we
Yeah.
go. There you go. So she was right, I guess.